Well, hello, YouTube connoisseurs out there in the world. Glad to be back. I know you've been waiting for a long time for another video. Welcome to another episode of Baking with Brian, brought to you by Our Cozy Home with Gina. Today, or this evening, we're going to be baking an apple dapple cake. Something that's nice to have in the fall. Apple dapple cake is a classic old-fashioned dessert known for its incredibly moist texture, chunks of fresh apples, and rich brown sugar glaze that soaks into the cake while it's still warm. This cozy spiced cake is perfect for fall baking, but delicious at any time of the year. It's simple, rustic, and full of warm apple flavor with a sweet, buttery finish that makes it hard to stop at just one slice. So let's start off with the ingredients. For the cake, we got 3 cups of peeled and chopped apples here. We are going to be using Honeycrisp. You can use Granny Smith or any apple that's the like. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, right over here in this small baking dish. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1½ cups of granulated sugar. 1/2 cup of light brown sugar packed. 1 cup of vegetable oil. 2 large eggs. Well, what do we got here? We've got 2 Adams County eggs, brought to you by Doug from Adams County. Thanks again, Doug. Keep them coming. We'll keep baking them. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1 cup of chopped pecans or walnuts, which are optional. We are going to be using pecans. So now let's get this stuff together. We're going to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. It's already set at 350 degrees. And all this is all prepared by my lovely assistant, my wife, Gina, of Our Cozy Home with Gina. Thank you, Gina, for the hard work that you do. It is much appreciated here on Baking with Brian. So we're going to, like I said, we preheated the oven at 350 degrees. We're going to grease and flour a 9x13 baking pan or bundt pan. You can use a bundt pan if you want. I chose to use this baking pan because I'm going to be taking this to work. I'm going to take it to work and share it, but I've been told that someone wants a piece of this saved for them. So I guess we'll have to save a piece. So I guess we can afford to give him a piece of cake since he does afford the eggs. All right, got the baking pan all greased up and ready to go. We'll set it aside over here. Now, it says in the medium bowl, not the large bowl, in the medium bowl here that I've already got. Well, my assistant has already got the all-purpose flour. Now we're going to add the baking soda. So for the baking soda, we want 1 teaspoon. We've got baking soda here. Got a little bit of that there, 1 teaspoon of it. Oof, got that in there. All right. The cinnamon, we need 1 teaspoon of the ground cinnamon. So let's see what we got here. Okay, 1 teaspoon. Poof, got that in there. And the brown sugar, Sorry, I skipped ahead. We want salt next. Where did I learn how to cook or bake? Half a teaspoon of salt. Here's our salt. That goes in. Now set that aside, and we're going to whisk this together. Get it all mixed up just so it's all evenly mixed together. And then we will work. This is the dry part of it. And then we will work on the wet part here shortly. Set that aside. And now, back to our large mixing bowl. We're going to combine the granulated sugar, which this sugar, we want 1.5 cups. This is 1 cup. So let's do 1.5 cup. A little bit more. About a half. All right, got the sugar. And now we want to put in the brown sugar. Here's our brown sugar all packed up. Our brown sugar, which is 1/2 cup. Poof. Drop that in there, good. And now the oil. Here is our 1 cup of vegetable oil already measured out. All right. And now we're going to mix in the eggs one at a time. So let's start mixing this together. Just a little bit. This is a one-take thing, Mrs. Assistant.
I thought I had it in there.
I am taking applications for new assistants if anyone would like to be on Baking with Brian. We got minimal work for you. I've got an assistant. I've got an assistant that's going to take care of the camera. All you have to do is make sure the beaters are in the mixer.
Peel the apples, chop the apples, chop the pecans. You bake like you barbecue.
Best part.
I get it all ready and you get ready.
Getting close. I could have done that. We're going to do these one at a time now. One eggy. I'll get this someday where I can do it with one hand. Got that in a little messy. All right, let's mix this up. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract right here. Again, this vanilla came from Mexico. Brought to you by Paige. Paige brought that for us. Thank you very much. Mixing it up. We're going to fold in the chopped apples after we've mixed this up. Got the ho-ho spatula. It's about time, but not quite. Not yet. All right. Got some apples here. Let's see. Are these any good? Yep. Well, it says this is going to get thick. Real thick. So we got the apples going on. I'm going to stop them in. I'm going to start putting in some nuts at the same time. I can bet this cake is going to be real good. Like it said, you can't stop with just one.
That's why you're taking it to work.
That's right. All right, more apples. Let's go. Man, them do smell good. It says to put the batter into the cake pan, which, back up, I'm just going too fast. Now, we got to stir in these ingredients.
You forgot half the.
I forgot half of the, yep. Well, we're going to do it this way. I should have put in this before my apples and my nuts. Got ahead of myself. It was just smelling so good, I wanted to be done. I was ready. Got this batter stirred in there, got it all folded in, even though I got a little bit backwards. But I still think it's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. Yes. And now, I've got everything. Everything is in there. We're going to put it in that pan and get ready to bake. Yeah. Get the pan over here. It's already been floured and oiled up. Let's put some of this in here. All right. Now I'm going to set it in the oven. We're going to set it in that oven. We're going to bake it for about 45 to 50 minutes. Or until, as usual, a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. So I'm going to put it in there, and I'll be back shortly. All right, let's get to work on that glaze. For the glaze, we're going to need a half a cup of packed brown sugar right over here. We got a quarter cup of butter right here. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of milk right here already measured out. And a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've got to do that by myself. Okay, so in a saucepan, we got a saucepan right here. We're going to, while the cake is baking, we're going to prepare the glaze. In this saucepan, we're going to combine the brown sugar. Put that brown sugar in there. And then we're going to put the butter in there. Butter. All right. And then we're going to put that milk in here. Pour it in. At medium heat. So we got it on single here. We got medium heat. And we're going to stir this consistently until a boil. And yes, I am reading the instructions. We're getting this all stirred up. It's starting to melt down. The butter's melting. We're stirring this up till we need to get it to a boil. When it starts boiling, we won't be putting in the vanilla extract till after we take it off the heat. So we got to get it to the boil first. Once it boils for a little bit, then we will take it off that heat and then mix in the vanilla extract. Boiling here, it's supposed to do this until it's nice and smooth. I believe we're there. I believe we're nice and smooth, so we're going to take it off the heat, and then we're going to mix in that vanilla extract. Here's our vanilla extract. Made a mess over here. I'm sure my lovely assistant will take care of that. She'll clean it right up.
You're about ready to quit. Tired. Your baking shows make me tired.
Yeah, but it's a nice reward afterward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have that nice piece of
I enjoy your treats.
wonderful cakes, pies, and little bars, and all sorts of things. Okay, we're getting it mixed in. The vanilla extract is all mixed in here. It's ready to go on
now
that
you
cake.
gotta put that on a warm cake.
Yeah, we got to pour this on top of the warm cake that's got some holes in it. We're going to poke some holes when that cake is just about ready to come out. Let's say that's pretty clean.
Yep. Looks like it's
Looks
done.
good. All right. Let's take it out of the oven. Set it over here on these cooling mats. All right. As soon as that cake is out, we're going to poke some holes. I'm going to use this straw right here to poke some holes in this cake. It says you can use a skewer, a fork, and then after we poke the holes in it, we're going to slowly pour that warm glaze over top of this. Look at this. Here we go. We've got to let this set and cool for a little bit. We got to let it cool in the pan before serving. It's going to be very good. You might want to put some Cool Whip or some kind of topping on top of it. It's going to be great. The moment of truth. Let us try a piece of this wonderful cake that I just baked. Nice.
What does it taste like?
Apples. It tastes pretty good. I've had something like that before, like a dump cake. Well, we come to an end of another Baking with Brian show. Just as always, we ask that you would please comment and subscribe. Please hit that like button. If you'd like to see me bake something, comment down below and we'll do it. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope to see you real soon.